on YouTube. I gotta make sure. What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? If you're live with me on YouTube, what's up? Say hello. If you want to see my screen, if you're on Facebook, again, where you want to go is you want to go search on YouTube. You can mute it. Go to search on YouTube so you don't have double audios coming in. Go search on YouTube for my name, Ola Talks Abitogun, and you'll be able to see my screen once I go live on my screen. All right. There's one more thing I want to do before. Um, One more thing I would like to do here before we go uh, completely live, before we start talking about how to invest. I'm going to give you 4 different steps on how to leverage this wave of Bitcoins and cryptocurrency that's going on. I'm going to give you 4 different steps, okay, that I want you to pay attention to. If you're watching me, anytime I say something that clicks with you, please click like, click share, let people know that we're hanging out here. And also, if you have any type of experience with if you have any experience with Bitcoin so far, please share in the comment area and let us know what you're up to. Would love that. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Conrad, for already sharing and liking on this. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Let people know we're hanging out here. Today, I want to show you step by step. I'm going to give you 4 different steps for you to capitalize on this Bitcoins and cryptocurrency wave. Of course, I'm going to mention I want to talk a little bit about what things to watch out for. Is this completely a safe territory right now? Is it a bubble? Is there a bubble going on? We're going to talk about that. And by the way, if you want to have access to my resources, I am developing a full-blown guide at olatalks.com/bitcoins. Okay, you'll be able to have access to full-blown guide, and also like the steps I'm breaking down here. I'm breaking them down into step by step and answering every question on that page. It's on my blog. It's called olatalks.com/bitcoins. And you want to write that down and take advantage of it because it's in development, and I'm continuing to develop it as we go. And somebody here, hi, says like that last video. I'm sure you'll have more goods for us today. Thank you. I appreciate that. Said yes, yes. And and the most important thing that I like about this is the fact that we're analyzing the market as we go. And my portfolio has increased by, let's see here. My portfolio has increased by, I don't know, another $100, $99, because that's the way I set it. So I'm investing in this at the same pace that anyone here can go. I am not a big guru, a big somebody who is dumping millions of dollars in. No, I did not get started in 2009. I want to go on this ride with you, okay? I want to take this ride with you because cryptocurrency is not going anywhere. Anybody here follow Grant Cardone? Who here follows Grant Cardone? If you follow Grant Cardone, let me know in the comment area. Let me know that you follow Grant Cardone. I want to say something, okay? I want to say something that may be a little bit controversial, but let me know first if you follow Grant Cardone. I follow him, okay, and I'm a big believer in what he's preaching. However, there's some context that's needed. Some context matters when you're listening to Grant Cardone. Context matter. You have to. Context matters, okay? Let's see here. Before I continue here, I got to share something real quick here. Video here. All right. So Facebook won't let us rest with all this memory stuff, right? So sometimes you see something from a couple of years ago and you just want to share it. All right. So again, today we're talking about Bitcoins. I want to show you 4 different steps. 4 different steps to capitalize completely on this wave. I mean, this whole thing that's all over the news. Right now, it's stuck at between $17,000 and $18,000. I have 7 rules, right? 7 rules that I follow that I completely recommend that you follow. Is on that page, olatalks.com/bitcoins. And the reason why I recommend it is because we are emotional beings, okay? Grant Cardone said something today on his video. He said, if you had dumped when AOL, right? AOL tanked and crashed with the dot-com boom, right? I mean, there's a lot of companies that went under with the dot-com boom, but the internet is still here, right? And he said something profound, and I want to repeat that here because it's very, very important to pay attention to. We don't know if Bitcoin is going to be here. We don't know if Ethereum is going to be here. We don't know if Litecoin is going to be here. We don't know if IOTA is going to be here. We don't know if Ripple is going to be here. We don't know if Monero is going to be here. Any of those 1,345 coins, we don't know if they're going to be here. What we do know is that cryptocurrency and the blockchain technology will be here. Okay, processing transaction online with currencies that are decentralized, meaning not controlled by the government. They are going to be here. There's no, there's no going around it or anything like that. That's just the way it's going to be. Okay, so I want you to be clear about that. So because of that, you do deserve to um to use some knowledge. Okay, I need you to learn a little bit about this thing. You don't need to know everything about the technology. Just like, again, I always say, you don't need to know everything about how a phone works in order to use a phone. However, there's some basic things you need to know. You need to know how it solves problem for the society. You need to know at the very basic and fundamental level, how does any one of those coins or cryptocurrency, how does it solve a problem that's not already solved? And it's very, very important for you to pay attention to that. Okay, because if you don't, ooh, yeah, like I said, a big tank is coming. In other words, there's a big crash that's going to happen because there's a lot of bubble going into it right now. And again, the 7 rules that I give you will protect you from that. Okay, the first rule is that don't dump dollar cost average all day long. Okay, that's the first rule, but you could go ahead and look at the rest of them. So yeah, I've shared now, and let me see here. If you could recommend a good non-hardware wallet for XRP, that would be great. We'll get hardware next. If this can fit into tonight's video, it would be great. All right, so like I'm always honest with you. As far as the wallets are concerned, I am novice. Okay, I'm learning it little by little. As a matter of fact, today I just learned that I can have a wallet on my phone, and I can literally store the private keys of my coins on there. But what I'm also learning is that you're gonna need different type of wallet for different coins. Okay, so that part of the technology is not something I'm completely worried about right now. We're taking a risk, but we're taking calculated risk right now. That's what we're trying to do. And that's, if you're following me here, that's all we're trying to do. So as for me right now, my coins are left on the exchange, which is Coinbase, which again, you can go through my link. I would appreciate that if you're getting started for the first time. My link that allows me to get a free $10 worth of Bitcoin, and then you get free $10 worth of Bitcoin as well, is on that page, olatalks.com/bitcoins. Okay, you see like a blue banner, and that's where you click in to get started with creating your account. Right now, there's a lot of people going in there, so it takes a while. Like a few of my friends just got approved today for the first time, so it's going to take a while for them to verify you and things like that. But the earlier you get started, the better. So go to olatalks.com/Bitcoin, and there's a blue banner on the right hand side. If you're on your mobile, you have to scroll all the way to the bottom to see that blue banner. Okay, so that's all I have to say about wallets. The wallets I'm using personally right now, I'm only, again, let me start sharing my screen right now. Okay, so you guys can see what's going on with my account. Okay, let's go. We're going to go into Coinbase. I'm going to show you what's going on with my account. Disclosure, quick disclaimer. None of this is a guarantee that you're going to make money. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen to you. I don't know what's going to happen to you tomorrow. Neither do I know what's going to happen to your money. Okay, but what I can guarantee you is that the more you learn about this stuff, you increase your chances of protecting yourself and increasing your income, increasing your net worth, because your network is directly attached to your knowledge. Okay, to your knowledge, but more importantly, practice knowledge, because I know way too many people with too much knowledge and they can't do anything with it. Okay, like for example, these 7 rules that I share with you here right now, there are people that it simply doesn't make sense to. Okay, there's only one way that I'm going to recommend that you break the rule of 7 rules. Okay, and if you're going to break the 7 rules, okay, I am going to recommend that you become a full-time student of the game. In other words, you're planning to trade this thing, okay? You're a trader wannabe, okay? There's a lot of people who say, no, I'm not a trader. No, you are a trader if you're trying to plant money with the moves and you're trying to make a quick buck. What you're trying to do is being a trader, and the worst thing you can do to yourself is try to trade in such a volatile market without learning the skill. Okay, there's this skill set that you need before you can be trying to trade. Heck, even for investing on a 5 to 10 year long play here, like it's part of the 7 rules here, even with that, you still need to learn a few things here and there. Like for example, I told you earlier, if you're going to invest in any coins, the coins, you should pay attention to fundamentals. Is this solving a problem that the existing coins or cryptocurrency has not solved yet? Okay, if it's not, then there's nothing new. Does it mean you shouldn't invest in it? No, not necessarily. I'm just saying, be aware. Don't just go with the hype. Okay, there's a sector of what we're doing. Let's be honest. Let's be frank and honest with ourselves, right? There's a sector of what we're doing here that's essentially gambling, but the idea is that we want to reduce as much as possible how much of it that we're gambling, right? So the first thing I want to share with you, you should be able to see my screen right now. If you're on YouTube, you searched for my name, you can see my screen right now. You can see my Coinbase account. This is no guarantee. What I share with you right now is no guarantee that you will make money. This is just my account. I'm not even sure if there's a rule against sharing this screenshot here right now, but it's my money, it's my account. I'm going in the same journey with you. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not investing thousands of millions of dollars in this. I'm just learning as you're learning. I'm just bringing you on board so we can create a community here and just continue to learn as we go along. The good news is that the first screen that you're looking at right now, $17,800. I guess that's good news, but not really. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter if you're following my 7 rules, what that thing is doing right now, right? It just doesn't matter. What's up, Bilal? What's up, Z Adam? Okay. All right. So, and you can see those numbers moving right there. Today, Bitcoin is 17,800. Right now, Ethereum is trading at 693. Litecoin. So when we started this, this is the fourth. This is the fourth episode right here. When we started this, Bitcoin was, I don't know, I think Bitcoin was at around 17, then it tanked to like 16 or 15 or something, and but it's been around here flat for a while, and you can clearly see that on a 1 week chart. You see that it's being flat. Okay, December 11 and December 15 right now, it's been essentially flat. Okay, so maybe, yeah, so today is 15, so Monday, yeah, so we're just flat since we started this series, right? All right, now Ethereum, as on the first day, Ethereum, on the first day that we started this, I think it was Monday, I'm not sure now. Yeah, this is the fourth year. The Ethereum was around 470. A few days before that, it was around 370, something like that. But anyway, as you can see, it's gone up significantly to $700 since then. So if you did not buy 4 days ago, there you go. You missed out. But who knows? It may still tank. If you follow my 7 rules, it's always the right time to buy, especially now that this is all brand new. Okay, this is brand new, right? This is like the first year of internet. This is the year 2000, 2001 all over again. So there's nothing like, is it the right time to buy? Is it too late? No. Is there a bubble inside of the system right now? Yes. But if you follow my 7 rules, it's nothing to worry about. Okay, because if it tanks, it's going to come back up, and it's just opportunity to buy cheaper. That's all it is. Okay, and you're gonna see me repeating the different part of the 7 rules all over my videos. Okay, but again, today it's all about how to start the 4 steps. Okay, the 4 things. Okay, that I want you to pay attention to in capitalizing on the cryptocurrency market. Okay, that I want to give you this option so you can know it's available. Right, Litecoin was at on when we started here was at it was at 163, but it just came from $100 to 163 at the time. It went as high as 378, and now, okay. Now, part of the rules is that when it's time to make a decision Okay, when it's time to make a decision to either buy or sell, we do not look at we don't look at the only thing we look at is the 1 year chart. So I just show you the 1 week move so you can see what's going on in the 1 week move. But what's going on with my portfolio balance right now is $760. Again, we're doing this together every week. I put $100 in. It's automatic. Okay, it's automatic. When you click buy and sell here, it's automatic. It goes inside. You click buy and sell. So again, if you want to see my screen, you just simply gonna go to YouTube and search my name, and you be so I bet that's where some of you are going. And so go ahead and do that, right? And you can buy from here. And all you want to do is click repeat this buy, and you want to do weekly if you want to do what I'm doing, which is $33 to each one of these coins. So about $99 I spend every week. They pull out their fee from that $33, and that's all I'm doing. Okay, so in that time period, I've done about 4 weeks. Okay, so the fourth one just kicked in. So the fourth $33 just kicked in. Okay, so in total right now I'm only $390 in my own personal cash that's spread over time. Okay, so I didn't get hit with a $390 bill or $4,000 bill like, oh, everybody's panicking, I want to invest right now. No, we don't do that. Okay, we don't do that because we don't know if you're buying right or you're buying wrong, and we're only doing long play. Okay, so if you're dollar cost averaging, you know what that means when you go through my page, olatalks.com/bitcoins, right? I mean, dollar cost average, you put whatever you can afford to lose on a regular day anyway without investing in Bitcoins. You put that in and you have them charge that to you every week. You can do, I have friends doing as low as $10. Okay. Just do something so you don't miss out. Okay. Every week, whatever you can afford to lose, that money would drop out of you. You wouldn't even know, right? Wherever that money is, that's what you want to do with this. Don't go take out your life savings or mortgage or anything like that. Don't do something crazy like that. And that's the context I was talking about earlier when I was talking about Grant Cardone. He said something and he keeps saying it. If you don't know how to make money and keep money yet, this is the wrong vehicle for you to go pull out your money and dump your money in. Now, I disagree with him that you shouldn't touch it at all. No, I think you should do something because you have stupid things that you spend money on in your household anyway, in your life. So take some of that money and put it into this because this is it's an opportunity to ride this wave all the way to the top within the next 5 to 10 years. Does that make sense? All right. So anyway, so I'm gonna go here. Size of portfolios. I have this nice calculator here that I created. Let's go here. I have this nice calculator that I created, and I just use Google Sheets. Okay, and I can pretty much put in the numbers. Okay, so right now the size of my portfolio is 759.23. As you can see, it's fluctuating as we're talking. 759.23, and that's all I have to put here. 759.23, right? And when I put that in there, it tells me my ROI. My ROI so far is because I'm only $390 in so far because again, that $99 every week. The first week was $31. So every week after that has been $33. The first week because I didn't know I could repeat. So after that week, I just put at $33. As soon as they start trading, as soon as Coinbase starts supporting Bitcoin Cash, which is a spin-off of a Bitcoin, I'm probably going to divide all of that. Thank you, Jenna, for subscribing. If you're here, when you go to YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you very much for subscribing. All right, so I'm going to put $25 across all 4 coins, and whatever they're supporting like that, that's how I diversify. So you want to treat this as anything else like stock market, but just better because it's moving fast, because it's at the very much on the ground floor. Okay. All right. So again, we're going to talk about 4 different things that I think you should use to capitalize on this crazy to get this to go out. Okay. But I want to share that with you in a second. But I want you to learn some of these basics first before you go crazy wild. And please, when I say go crazy wild, I'm not talking about your money. You gotta watch your money. Okay. You gotta watch your money. So 94%, not bad, right? So that's my portfolio. But so 1 year chart, if I look at 1 year chart, eventually this 1 year chart is going to consolidate and we'll be able to see clear trends. Okay. So Bitcoin, you can see, went crazy, right? In the last 1 year, Bitcoin did 2,185%, okay, increase in that asset value. Ethereum did 8,651. This is the part that I want you to pay attention to. Everybody is talking about Bitcoin, but as a matter of fact, Bitcoin has not performed as good as Ethereum over the last 1 year, right? And a lot of people are paying attention to the dollar value of each coin, and that's a mistake to do. But the millions of people out there are going to make that mistake. Okay, everybody's trying to put money in Bitcoin, and because it's more popular, they're going to keep doing that, and that's going to affect the value of your Bitcoin. And I want you to take advantage of that. You know, most people are going to be stupid with this, right? Most people are going to lose money with this, but I want you to make money with this. So you put your $1. If $1 is all you could do, you put it in there and leave it alone. Don't pull it out. If next week is cheaper, you just still buy $1. You stay on schedule. That's how you want to do this. Okay, that's how I recommend you want to do it. It's not a guarantee you're going to make money. That's what I'm doing. That's the journey we're going on together here. And as you can see, in the last 4 weeks, my money is 94%. As a matter of fact, when I was showing the last video, it was 130%. But I'm glad it's 94% right now, because yes, it's going to fluctuate like that up and down. But 94% is unheard of. Is it going to be like that next year? I don't know. Again, you're only putting money that you would typically lose, but this is an opportunity for you to save it and invest it, and still practice investing the proper way at the right time, and ride this crazy wave that's going on right now. Okay, and then you can just enjoy and sit back like me, and every evening you could just watch the market like I do, and just watch your money grow. How sweet is that, right? All right, so you can see 8,651. Let's check out what Litecoin is doing. Litecoin in the last 1 year, 8,244. Again, uh, better. All right. So let me share something really quickly with you. In the past few days, again, if you go to 1 week, you notice that Ethereum has been kind of it was kind of flat for a while, and people were like, this thing is not moving. My wife was like, this thing is not moving, right? I was like, yeah, because it's just only a matter of few days. It's not supposed to move in few days, okay? If you're looking for overnight success, again, this is the wrong vehicle. Don't get into this. You're gonna lose money, okay? Some people, a few people are gonna be some kind of geeks or something, maybe they'll. But I'm telling you, if you're an average person is gonna lose money trying to treat this as an overnight success kind of thing, okay? Um, let's see here. Ethereum, Litecoin. You're gonna hear a lot of success stories, but it's not that many of that success stories. Oh yeah, I became a millionaire. I became a billionaire. Trust me, it's not that many. You gotta pay attention to the mass. Okay. So Ethereum, Litecoin, right? Um, has been flat in the past few days. It went as high as up as 370, 378, and then it's been dropping, and then today came back to 310. To me and you, it doesn't matter. We're in this for the long run, 5 to 10 years. Okay, it doesn't matter, and I'm going to help you build more of a long-term, strong, solid business with this, and that's what I want to share with you before we round this up in a few minutes. I'm not going to waste your time today. This is straight to the point, so we can go about our life for the weekend, right? All right. So again, one of our rules is that we do not look at on a 1 year chart, by the way. That's all we care about. We don't look at increase in dollar amount. So increase in dollar amount of Bitcoins has been $17,000, right? What people are not saying is that it's only 2,000% as compared to 8,000% on Ethereum and 8,000% Litecoin. So what does that tell you? In business, we look at percentage. We do not look at dollar amounts. We look at percentage, because your percentage is what turns out to compound effect. That's what comes out to massive exponential growth. That's all we pay attention to. So with that being said, on this chart, there's not much trend we can see right now. There was a trend before, but with this rally all the way from $100 to $300, it may pull back. And you've seen quite a few pullbacks in the past few days. If you look at this 1 month right here, you see that pullback. But then again, today, so that pullback, it may just stay up there. Somebody say, yeah, it's gonna tank. Okay, the prediction from Perry Marshall, you can see a link to his article on my page, which is olatalks.com/bitcoins, right? His prediction from 2013 is that this thing is gonna tank and then take off like the internet and never go away. And if you follow if you follow this move, you're gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna build a big asset from this, right? And by the way, if all you do is $100 every week, if you know you can increase that at some point, or to something, maybe your income increased to something, feel free to do that. I'm just saying, follow a strategy, a plan, follow a strategy, because if you don't do that, there's just way too many numbers, too many things moving around. You're going to lose track. You won't even be able to calculate how much your portfolio is doing. An average person that get into stock market or things like this, or assets, vehicles like this, they go, oh yeah, I made $2,000 yesterday. Well, how much did you make altogether on your portfolio? They probably don't know. They haven't been keeping track. They're losing money and they're not paying attention. What's up, Caleb Pratt? All right. So I want you to pay attention to that, guys. All right. So let's see here. So that's a pullback. All the short-term moves, we don't care. 1 year is what we care about. It just went rallied all the way up. The same thing happened with Ethereum. I predicted this a few days ago. It wasn't like my prediction was hard to do because again, everything that's happening in the market is happening to everything, right? So the other coins is about 1,345 other coins in the market. The other, you can see the other ones at coin market cap, I think, right? It's 1,345 other ones listed on this page right here, and you can see what they're doing. As of today, Ripple just went crazy, you know. So it's now trading at 75 cents. A lot of people are fascinated about that. It's only 1 cent. It's going to go to. I am not, okay. If that's what you do, that's the game you want to play, please go ahead and do you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, if you want to be sure, you want to be sure that you do this the right way, you need to have a strategy and a plan that you follow step by step, and it needs to be written down somewhere too. You need to write these things down, okay? So Ripple just took off today, IOTA, you know, but there are many other coins out here that you should pay attention to. My reason for going with Coinbase, which is this platform that I'm using to buy, right, and where I keep my wallet, my reason for doing that is very simple. If Coinbase start supporting it, I think like they are doing their own due diligence and they're saying this is going to be big, and I want to jump on that. Okay, is that risky? Yeah, everything is risky, but it's less risky, and it's still me capitalizing on their own due diligence, and that's why I go with Coinbase. Okay, so that's far as buying Bitcoins and as far as using them as a wallet, and also it's FDIC insured for your deposit up to $250,000. You know, it's just like your bank, so you're all kind of protected in that sense as well too. So in case you're worried about that, so if you're looking to just take a look at the other coins and how they're growing, I mean, I think in the past day here, I think this is 1 day growth change in 24 hours. There's a change in 24 hours of 25% right here, right? So if I click on this column header right here, I can see what grew crazy in the past 24 hours. All right, so look at this one right here, Time New Bank. That's a cryptocurrency. All right, if I go into it, you can see what the technology is about. How is it different from Bitcoin, or what's specific about that? You can go into the website and look at what's going on, and you know, if you just play around with this thing and learn some more about them, right? But to be honest with you, you know, I have a lot of stuff going on. I just try to look every now and then, right? But 24 hours, okay, craziness with that, 113%. So if you had money in this yesterday, it just went crazy in the last 24 hours. Maybe you could have put some money in it and then pull your money out 24 hours later. How could you have predicted that? Could you lose money with some other ones? How could you have known? Right? Could you just read the fundamental and know, well, that's 1,345. Again, it's still gambling. You want to do that? Yeah, sure. If you make some money today, are you going to play tomorrow again? You know, these are the questions you want to ask yourself, knowing that you have a human brain in your head and you're not a superhuman, right? All right. So I just want you to pay attention to that. But again, a lot of stuff growing today here. But for me, if you want to follow my lead here, just stick with distribute your money equally across what Coinbase supports, and that should be good enough for you to take this ride and capitalize on it. 5 to 10 years play. Okay. All right. So the other thing I wanted to specify today, okay, uh, is the 4 things I want you to pay attention to. Obviously, you want to buy. Okay, we've been talking about buy so far. That's the first thing you want to do. As far as how do you invest in Bitcoins, okay, you want to buy, and it's very simple. You create an account with Coinbase. They're going to verify you. Once you log into your account, you're going to go under account here. You're going to click buy and sell. If you don't have a bank account, you're better off with the bank account because they won't charge you a fee. If you use a credit card, they will charge you a little fee for using credit card. It's doable, but they'll charge you a little more fee. Whereas I think it's free to attach a bank account to this, right? And you can buy all 3 of them here. You just want to select the one you want to buy. And you can buy. The beauty about this is that you don't have to have $17,000 to buy Bitcoin, right? So if you say 1 Bitcoin here, right? If you say 1 Bitcoin right here, Well, it's telling me that my account is not verified. I couldn't do a whole Bitcoin. My limit is $5,000 right now. So I have to do verification and all this stuff to be able to do that, right? But let's look at Litecoin for example. If Ethereum is 698 right now, so if I put one here, and it's telling me I will have to pay $608, right? You don't have to have $700 to buy Ethereum, okay? You don't have to have $700. What you can do is you can say, hey, I only have $10. You can change this to $10, and then it will give you 0.0128 Ethereum. Okay, so you can do the same thing with Bitcoin, right? I click Bitcoin, I put $10. You can buy them in fractions. That will give you 0.005 in Bitcoin, and that's how you do it. You can do the same thing with Litecoin, and that's one of the beauties here. So you don't, and if it grows by 25% on the value of the asset, your $10 just grew by 25%. So you don't have to wait until you have $17,000. Isn't that sweet, right? And once you're done with that, again, if you're following my lead, you want to click on repeat this buy every week. Whatever it is that you can afford to lose every week, just put that on weekly buy and just watch your account. And that's all you do here, okay? You're not going to be selling. See the sell tab? You're not going to be selling for the next 5 to 10 years, okay? That's what I'm saying, okay? That's what I recommend, okay? If you're selling with any move right now, you're selling emotionally, okay? Again, there's a strategy behind what we're doing here if you want to follow my lead here, okay? All right, this is a 5 to 10 years play, okay? 5 to 10 years play. All right, let's see here. What's up, Gwen? What's going on? So let's go here. If you want to see my screen, you want to go to YouTube and search my name, Ola Talks Abitogun, and you can watch my screen. All right, so that's how you buy. That's the first thing you want to do when it comes to buying. The second step, okay, is I'm gonna literally take off my screen right now. Let's see. Let's go back to here, okay, and I can stop sharing my screen so you can watch my face on YouTube as well. All right, so here's the thing. The other thing, there are three more things that I want to add on to this for you, okay, and and it's sales, business, and leverage. Okay, those three things. I didn't say marketing because you know, marketing is marketing. That's part of what leads to sales. Okay, but if you're gonna build wealth, you're gonna build a substantial income. Okay, somebody say, what is this? My question is, what is wonderful at all times? What's that? You should tell us more about that in the comment area. But anyway, what is this? You can see the title of the screen to see what it's about. Sales, business, and leverage. Those three things you want to add to buying. Okay, you're gonna buy, right? But the three things I want to add onto this is sales, business, and leverage. Okay, and I'm adding sales, business, and leverage, right? So if you watch, if you ever read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, let me see if it's around here. It's not, right? Rich Dad Poor Dad. I got a couple of books I recommend, by the way. Tony Robbins, Money Master the Game. You want to get that book. If you want to know how I'm able to look at the charts and things like that and learn resistance and stuff like that, these guys, you've seen them on CNBC before, How We Trade Options, good book, right? But I can't find my Rich Dad Poor Dad. Okay, Tony Robbins, Unshakable is also a good one. This is a book that guides kind of like everything I do here. Expert Secret by Russell Brunson. Okay, all right. Anyway, so the Rich Dad Poor Dad, the four quadrants. Okay, you have employee, and you have the self-employed, right? And then you have investor and business. I and B quadrant. That's where you build wealth. There's no way around it. Like, let's not beat around the bush and say, hey, you can make money. You could build wealth on a job or any of this craziness. No, you can't. You're not gonna build wealth on your job. Okay, that's just what it is. Okay, if you're some kind of unicorn type of employee, maybe. Okay, never say never, right? All right, but that's not what we're talking about here. I'm talking about the odds being in your favor all the time. So if you know certain odds, put that in your favor. Let's not go about arguing that, hey, you could be on the job and build wealth. No, as a matter of fact, an average person is not going to be comfortable financially if they're on a job. That's just what it is. Okay, with that being said, building a business is tough. Okay, it's just tough, but that's why, you know, it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Okay, I've lived the life of an entrepreneur for the past 10 since 2006, full time, 2006 October, right? So, and I'm not complaining. Okay, I'm not complaining. It's been a lot of ups and downs, but it's been beautiful. Ultimately, especially the equity of knowledge that comes into your brain when you actually get started and you actually keep going and you're taking all this risk. it's a lot, but it's worth it, okay? Because I'm able to get into something new and understand it, okay? So sales, business, and leverage, at the end of the day, is if you cannot sell something, if you can't get into the market and say this thing, these are the value, these are the value, the benefit, buy it from me. If you are afraid of selling, you're gonna have a problem. Okay, you're gonna have a problem in life in general. Okay, but you know what I think every one of us sell. When you walk into a room, you walk a certain way because you want people to buy into whatever it is in your head, that you look good or whatever that is, right? So you're already selling, you might as well master the skills of selling. So selling, let's not be afraid of selling. Sales, okay? Business, you got to build a business system around this whole thing. That's the one thing that will make it sustainable. Again, market crashes all the time. Even real estate crash every other 5 years or so, right? So the only thing that really typically never crashes when you build a business that's actually serving a sector of the market. Okay. So I want you to try to see if you can. I'm going to give you an idea, and I want you to go through this link to see. Again, I'm going back to my screen right now. I'm going back on my screen right now. So if you need to see my screen, you need to go to YouTube and search my name, Ola Talks, abitogun.com, right? Let's see here. Where's my screen? Where's my screen? Where's my screen? Let's see. Okay, there you go. All right. So I want you to go to olatalks.com/Bitcoin, which is this page right here. This second link right here. So I have resources. Under resources, let me make sure that you can see my screen. Under resources, I have this thing. The only two activities that compares with investing when it comes to building wealth is sales and building businesses. And I've added leverage, because leverage means you're able to kill two birds with one stone, right? You got to do that. 24 hours in a day is not going to be enough for you. Plus, you're not going to work 24 hours again anyway, right? You're going to work 9, 10 hours at most, maybe 16 hours if you're crazy, right? But your hours, no matter how much of your hours you sell in a day, it's not going to be enough for you to build wealth. So you need leverage. And the way you're going to have leverage is building a business system around sales. You trying to sell everything by yourself is not going to work either. So leverage comes when you build a team. Okay. So building a team, you're going to say, hey, I'm not a seller. I don't like selling. You're going to say all these things, but that's where marketing comes in. If you learn marketing, then selling is extremely easy, because it's all a matter of exposure, right? Exposure. But if you want to do word of mouth too, absolutely do what you got to do. But there's resources to help you with that. So in order to merge Bitcoins, the wave of cryptocurrency, together with sales, business, and leverage, that's where this company USI Tech comes in. And that's what I've noticed with them. Okay. So USI Tech is not something, it's not Bitcoins by itself, but you can build a team around it. You can build a business system around the whole idea of Bitcoins and cryptocurrency. So that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm just going to tell you, you need to have sales, you need to have business, you need to have leverage, which is building a team, because your 24 hours in the day is just never going to be enough. So you need to have the idea of building a team around this whole thing, and it's going to be very helpful for you. So that's the fourth thing, leverage, the L word that I wanted to add onto this. So if you go on my page, olatalks.com/invest in Bitcoins, you can create a free account and then start reading through the material they have on there at USI Tech. Okay, just create a free account over there, but that's gonna allow you to be able to add sales, business, and leverage onto that. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you when it comes to the 4 steps to really 1000xing the whole idea of the wave that cryptocurrency is going to go through right now. All in all, make sure you're paying attention here. I'm going to be here weekdays. So throughout the weekend, I'm just going to chill. If I have a little something that triggers in my head, I might decide to come online, but probably not gonna come on until Monday, right? But this is what's going on. The last thing I want to do today is I want to check the news as usual. Let's see what's going on in the news with Bitcoins. All I do is I just do Bitcoins. Isn't that beautiful? The internet these days. I just type Bitcoins. No, it went to the wrong page. Right, Bitcoins. Right. All right. This is something else. Let's do the Bitcoins. We search that on YouTube, and CNBC has a news here, right? Hi, Matthew. What's going on, Matthew? All right. So let's go here. CNBC. I like to see what CNBC has to say, because By the way, when you read on any of this news platform, make sure context matters. Make sure you have knowledge and you can interpret properly. You don't just take their words and run with it. Media has an agenda, and always remember that. Okay. Uh, Caleb says, "I've been watching you for years. Ola, inspired. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. Thanks for still being here. I appreciate you. Thank you." Um, let's see. I owned Bitcoin for a weekend, and here's what I learned. Let's see what this person is saying. I bought $200 worth of Bitcoin last Friday for a story I was writing on how to give the gift of Bitcoin during the holiday season. I held on to my stash for a weekend to see what owning Bitcoin was like. Here's what I learned. It's crazy volatile. You should probably know this if you're buying Bitcoin, but if you don't, the value of your Bitcoin is apt to skyrocket and then tank at any moment. Tank at any moment. He's right about that. It could, but if you're following my rules, right? If you're following my rules, then you don't have to worry about all that, right? My 7 rules. You can search on my channel, on my YouTube channel, for the 7 rules Bitcoins. All that talks Abitogun. You can Google it. Let me see. If you Google it, it should come right up. Let me see. Actually, 7 rules Bitcoins. All talks. I just always make sure of that. All that talks Abitogun. It comes right. Two videos come right up at the top, so you will see that when you Google it, right? All right, so he says $200. My value went down. Okay, minutes after buying $200 worth, my Bitcoin value was down to 191. Yeah, dub. I don't know what that means, but yeah, it's supposed to. It's moving, right? It continued to fall over the weekend before spiking on Monday back to its original value. My bank thought it was fraud. What? When I first purchased Bitcoin through the app Coinbase, my bank thought it was fraud and froze my account. That's dumb. Again, these are people are gonna come up with all kind of news like this, right? To scare people, whatever this agenda is. But his story is just one story. I've had a lot of friends right now, friends and business partners who have started their Coinbase account and they don't have that scenario, right? Froze my account. I had to call my bank and confirm the purchases before trying to buy it again. Also, I've heard reports from friends in the newsroom that there are times when the Coinbase systems are overloaded. Yeah, because it's brand new, there's a buzz. Hello, there's a surge. I don't know why this. Okay, common sense. I guess it's not that common. But anyway, which might prevent folks from buying at a lower price. No, it's server. Like if you're into marketing, you know that servers can crash when there's a surge in sales coming in. It's cost servers, it's resources, just like anything else. Coinbase addressed this potential issue in a message to its user. It feels more like a roulette table than a regular investment. Yeah, because it's brand new. Duh. If you pick up a newspaper or watch CNBC, you can often figure out why a company's stock or global currency is up and down. No, you can't figure this out because it's new territory. Duh. Again, right? That's the whole point. By the way, you can figure it out. You can read some stuff about blockchain and bitcoins and all the other cryptocurrency online. They've been around for a few years now. 2009 is when Bitcoin was launched. So you can read up some things that can make common sense to anybody. But again, people are going to continue to do things like this. And just like you and I, we're going to pay attention. We're going to see to read something because there could be something new and a new opportunity to take advantage of, right? And once you miss that opportunity, you miss it. Just like in the, people are thinking right now the internet has been around for 100 years. No, it has been only around for 20 years, maybe a little bit more, right? There's going to be a geek in the house that would say, no, it's been around for 40 years. I'm talking about for the average regular person, okay? All right. Let's see here. Maybe there's a new CEO war, government problems, a scandal, a positive, negative earning report, or a new competitor. You can start to figure out why a stock might react the way it does. Well, we can figure out why it's a surge. The media covered it, and then boom, everybody start to get in. Why? Because they want a part of the pie. They want to take advantage of it. You can't blame people for that. I can blame them if they go pull out their mortgages and pull into uncharted territories. That's not a smart idea, but somebody is calling that smart somewhere, by the way. Let's see here. I'm sure other people understand it better than me, but exactly. But I have a feeling a lot of folks are just as clueless and are simply buying it to get rich quick. That's why I'm doing this. Okay. I don't want you to buy this to get rich quick. I want us to continue to learn together and continue to soak in this information and see what we can learn out of it. A gentleman was asking earlier about wallets and hardware wallets and all this. I said, no, let's chill. I just learned about wallet today. Okay. And I share with you what I learned about wallets in the beginning, so you can rewind the video to see what my take on that is. Okay. The truth is that hacking and all those kind of things have been happening since the beginning of mankind. Yeah, people will try to steal and hack into stuff. Okay, but that also means there's a $1 billion security industry that's been built. That happened when I was in college. There was a $1 billion security industry with internet and IT that started to brew up. I remember back then, if somebody logged out of Hotmail at back in '98, somebody logged out of Hotmail, you could click the back button and then you'd be right back in that person's email. Can you do that today? So again, it's a moving target. Okay, so it's nothing to worry about. Okay, that doesn't mean you're gonna be like, oh, I don't want this, right? Someone who purchased Bitcoin when it crossed $3,000 in June has already increased their investment more than 5 times at today's price. Exactly. Okay, so get rich quick. Okay, so this person says they're buying it to get rich quick. And why wouldn't you? Someone who purchased Bitcoin when it crossed $3,000 in June has already increased their investment more than 5 times at today's price. I am also suspicious that some people are chalking up Bitcoin because they own a lot, probably purchased when it was cheaper and they want it to continue to skyrocket. That's why earlier today I told you that you don't just put your money in Bitcoin. Okay, there's other cryptos, 1,345 out there. For a start, to stay safe, whatever Coinbase, which is the most popular platform to exchange right now, it's an app on your phone. Whatever they're supporting, just put a little bit of something in there. Just just diversify into them, because chances are there's a nice technology behind and they're suspecting that it's going to grow. Okay, so they make money from your fees here and there, but they also want to support something that's sustainable, so you can capitalize and jump all over that, right? It's easy to buy and sell. It's really easy to buy and sell Bitcoin, as I showed you in an earlier story, and fees through apps like Coinbase are low. That's probably another reason it's so attractive. It takes just a few seconds to enter in how much you'd like to purchase, for example, and you can sell it at a moment's notice. I sold mine on Monday morning after my investment hit a weekend low of 166. See, and returned back to $200 as Bitcoin's value increased on news of Bitcoin futures trading. I won't buy it again. I'm not planning to buy Bitcoin again for several reasons. One, I write about Bitcoin, so outside of writing an article about how to buy it yourself, it's not appropriate for me to own a significant share. Also, I don't like that one moment the value of a Bitcoin is down $2,000 and another is up $5,000. Okay, so whoa. $2,000 with respect to what? Okay, I had this conversation with my friend. I think it was yesterday. 2,000. You don't say something is down $2,000 as a business person. The question is $2,000 with respect to what? Again, we always think in percentages. That's it. Percentages are all that matters. A $2,000 move on a $17,000 value is what? That's $2,000 divided by 17. Let's do that math real quick, folks. Okay, that's 2 divided by 17, right? That's 11%. Okay, is that volatile? Yes, it's volatile, but it's still not an indication for him to go crazy with it's still not, it's 11% down, right? But it's still not an indication for him to act like that is crashed, right? Now it's still gonna crash. Yeah, it may go as low as $5,000 at some point. Okay, which just means you get to buy cheaper. Okay, you're still gonna, on an average, you're gonna be in a better position than the person that's buying like this guy and pulling out, and then say, okay, let me buy right now, pull out. The fees are gonna eat you up. Your mind, your brain is gonna eat you up. Okay, you're gonna panic. Okay, and you're human. Okay, you don't want to be doing that. You want to have a strategy, right? Another, it's up to 5,000. It's probably provide the same rush of adrenaline that a craps table in Vegas might provide. Yeah, because you don't have a strategy. You went in with no strategy, but it's too risky for me. Everything will be too risky for this guy. Does that make sense? Because he's approaching it like he's approaching a crap table in Vegas, right? So, like I said, that's not what we're doing here. There are 7 rules to follow. You can take those 7 rules, you can create additional rule, you can tweak it, as long as you have a strategy that you're following that makes sense to you. Long-term cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is here to stay. That's it. Okay. So that's why it's not really about Bitcoins at the end of the day. It's not really about Bitcoins. It's about a new opportunity, new technology that's here to stay, and how you're going to capitalize on it over the next 5 to 10 years. We're not trying to trade this, okay? All right, so let me click news here. I'm gonna click news and then see what else. Another major agency wants to regulate Bitcoin. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Agencies and stuff like that, like the SEC and things like that's gonna happen. That doesn't mean you can't capitalize on it. Okay. There's the what is it called? The net neutrality or something thing today that happened today, and now there's a chance that Netflix may end up charging you more money and all this kind of craziness. Yeah, because the government want their own piece of the pie. That's not that's not my you and I's cue to stop and not take advantage of what's happening. Okay. All right. So again, I'm looking at the news. Want to short Bitcoin is going to cost you. Let's see here. Yeah, nothing special. There's going to be regulators. All I can tell you right now is educate yourself. Okay. Continue to read more on this. Okay. Continue to read more on this and continue to come back here. Subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Okay. Because I'll do this every day, weekdays, guaranteed. Uh, well, I won't say guaranteed, but I'm gonna try because I skipped yesterday because I had an engagement. But I'm gonna try to be here at 7:30 every day. So subscribe to this channel to see what's going on. For those of you that are following me for real estate wholesaling purposes, I will try to put 2 or 3 content up every week still. Okay, because I'm still working on the book. And by the way, that page is going to be turned to a book as well too. So focus on that page, olatalks.com/Bitcoins. Okay, that's the page you want to stay plugged into, because as I develop my mindset around this thing, it's coming from everything I've learned about stock market over the years and business. You can also capitalize, and you can take what I say, a little bit of it, you can run with it and tweak it to your own liking. Okay, so hopefully you've been enlightened and educated, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.